Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. So today Honda actually took the veil off of their next evolution towards EV. And in case you missed the live stream, I live streamed the whole thing. I'll leave a link in the description, or maybe put the little cards up here or somewhere up here. So things that I covered on the live stream. Just talked about the design. I love the design, and yeah. So we're gonna take a look at the short video of the announcement of the saloon. That's what it's called right now. It's just called a saloon. But I feel like as closer we get to the release date, then Honda will come up with the actual names. And then another thing too that Honda covered during the press conference at the CES is that what you see right here is just a prototype, but this prototype is going to be closer to the production version of the EVs. So that's cool. So that one is called, the white one's called the Space Hub, and the black one is called this. It's called the Saloon. Like I said, interesting name. A saloon is just, I don't know. Isn't it a sedan, right? It's a sedan in the UK, if I'm correct. I will double check so I don't sound like an idiot. I will do my research. So I wasn't entirely wrong, but I have my phone here with me since, the background stuff tends to want to blur everything out. A saloon. An automobile having a closed body and a closed trunk separated from the part in which the driver and passenger sit. A sedan. A four-door saloon. Hey, I was not technically wrong. The only issue that I have with this said vehicle is just the fact that it has just it has a freaking yoke steering wheel. Not a fan. They should just give us a round, but it is cool. But we're gonna watch the video. I don't want to spoil too much in the intro, so let's go ahead and watch the two short videos introducing both vehicles. You got the saloon and you got the Space Hub. Alrighty, here we go. I guess I should put the sound on, huh? Another thing, sorry for interrupting the video, but it kind of reminds me of Cyberpunk. I don't know if you guys ever played Cyberpunk. It's kind of like a dystopian future. You play as a character V, and you're just trying to live, and they have like assortment of different vehicles. And this vehicle kind of reminds me of that. Well, the design of it, and it kind of, like when I look at the front of it, it just reminds me of the Lamborghini Countach. For some reason, I don't know why. Maybe it's because the way that the headlights are pushed back in, but the Countach has the flip. Anyway. See, that's tight. The steering wheel come to you. And then I believe it's also gonna have like level 3 automation. It's gonna be fun. And one of the things that Honda announced is also like how the battery systems are in EVs. They're usually like big and clunky, so they want to make for this particular vehicle it's gonna be thinner batteries, so it's gonna be way more fun and enjoyable to drive. And it's gonna take about 15 minutes to go from 15% to 80% to recharge the battery. And then another thing that they talked about is the longevity of the battery. So within 10 years, the battery will only degrade about 10%, which is huge. These are just some of the things that were covered on the press conference, and I'm just trying to kind of like relay the message to you guys that missed it. As always, I will be leaving a link in the description if you want to go read about it. There's a bunch of information on here. And these two vehicles are supposed to come by 2026. So what Honda is marketing is starting at zero is the whole point. You're starting at zero to develop these new vehicles. That's why you see Honda Zero. And then for this one, it's kind of like, I like it. I like the design. And the fact that this is actually coming to the United States. It's coming here. They usually have the cool shit over there, like in Japan, smaller markets, because the United States is a really huge market when it comes to just in general. So I feel like Honda has been just testing all these vehicles in smaller markets, and then once they nail the design down, then they bring it here. I cannot wait to see these vehicles on the road. Same thing as the other vehicle as well too. The Afeela partnered with Sony, so it's gonna be dope. Nothing interesting here, just a bunch of music. It's copyrighted music, but it's okay. Who cares, right? But overall, I'm super hyped for these two vehicles. So by 2026 is when we're gonna be seeing more information. Right now, things that we don't know is obviously the range, but I do like that the retro and just that sleek styling of the saloon. Like it's it's so sick. I'm not gonna lie, it's sick. Just the wheels too. It's like I can't wait. And I don't know if you saw the video. Like these are screens, so maybe you can watch something there. Obviously, I think it's seats 4 or maybe 5, but I think it's seats 4 comfortably. Like I said, I'm just not a fan of the steering wheel, but you know, we'll know more as it comes closer to launch. Maybe they'll alter that and change it up a little bit. But look at that. It's just so sleek, minimalistic. So look at the, see, I've seen something similar like this on one of those the Toyota booth a few years ago. But it was just a concept, not something that's going to make it into production. But these two vehicles are going to be making it into productions by, according to Honda, in 2026. And they're partnering up with LG Energy Solutions to make the batteries in the United States. So you'll be able to get your EV credits if you qualify for them. And then, so my thing is, I feel like that the way that the design of the saloon and who it's going to be marketed for, it's going to be at least $100,000 easy. And the fact that this vehicle, both of these, the Space Hub and the saloon, are being designed and made by Honda, gets me excited. You know what I mean? I mean, they're getting the battery obviously from LG, but they're also going to be partnering up with, I believe there's going to be 3 companies that they're partnering up with, and that's one of them is BMW. I'll have to look into my my notes here, because there was 3 companies that they were partnering up with in order to create their charging infrastructure, which is crazy because you already have Volkswagen's charging infrastructure, and they are literally almost everywhere, and they work extremely well. Especially plugging in my Ioniq 5, I can literally go from like 15% to about 80% in like 20 minutes or so, just depending on the right conditions. So all that stuff comes into play, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, and it doesn't matter. The weather does play a factor on how fast your battery gets charged. And you know, Honda could tell us, hey, it takes 15 minutes to go from 15% to 80%, but you have to be in like the perfect environment for that vehicle to, in order for that vehicle to do that. So we'll see. Maybe they'll have some sort of system like how Tesla has a system that'll heat up the battery so it charges a little bit faster or something along those lines. But let me see if I can find that information with the three companies. So here it is. I was able to find it. The so they're coming up with a three companies that they all come together.
With BMW and Ford, we established a new company, ChargeScape, to collaborate electric utilities to accelerate the expansion of areas where we offer smart charging services, which we have already started in some regions.
So it's going to be called Charge Escape. And obviously they're going to, you heard what he said. I'm not going to repeat it. But there's a ton of information. Like I said, if you want to go ahead and go watch the press conference, or you can watch my live stream. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description for both. There's just a lot of information in there where the car is going to have like some sort of AI that's going to learn how you drive and how you, what music you like to play, and just a bunch of different stuff there. Very sophisticated. And then of course it's going to have autonomous driving level 3. I think I talked about that too. I don't know. I'm just trying to like just run through all this stuff that they covered. I should have made this video earlier. But anyway, I'm going to be leaving the links below in the description so you can go watch it for yourself. I enjoyed the concept. I really liked both of them, but the one that I like the most is obviously the saloon. I want the saloon, but not if it's like over 100 grand. Yeah, I can't afford that shit. Anyway, like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and you have yourself a very blessed day.